Welcome back to True Signal, the garage where we break down headlines and fuel up your knowledge on everything auto and industry. Today, we're rolling into the shockwaves caused by President Trump's surprise announcement on the 4th of June 2025, doubling tariffs on imported steel and aluminum to a jaw, dropping 50%. And in the middle of this storm, Coca-Cola, yep, the world's favorite soda, is suddenly running low on fizz, thanks to an aluminum crunch. So buckle up. We're about to uncover how this policy twist is reshaping supply chains, consumer wallets, and Coca-Cola's playbook for survival.
Every year, over 100 billion aluminum cans are produced.
When Trump slammed down a 50% tariff, his goal was to give us metal industries a turbo boost. But for Coca-Cola, which leans heavily on aluminum imports, it felt more like hitting a wall. CEO James Quincy made it clear. These rising costs could shake the very foundation of Coke's operations. The Can Manufacturers Institute backed him up, warning that higher can prices will inevitably spill onto consumers. Quincy even hinted at a switch to plastic bottles, but that risks alienating loyal fans and eco-minded buyers. Bottom line, Coca-Cola, along with other beverage makers, is trapped in a race against skyrocketing costs and shaky supply lines. Fay, the aluminum supply web Fay imports in trouble. Coca-Cola's panic reveals the bigger picture. America's aluminum supply chain is fragile. Nearly half, 44% of U.S. aluminum is imported, with Canada leading the pack. But with tariffs throttling imports, the system is sputtering. The Can Manufacturers Institute already warns consumers to brace for higher shelf prices. Even if all U.S. smelters fired up again, production still couldn't match demand. This mess leaves companies like Coke stuck between tough choices: shift to plastic or glass, raise prices, or risk losing loyal customers. Fay Coca-Cola's playbook. Fay adapting under pressure. Coke isn't idling. It's trying to shift gears. CEO Quincy is openly considering plastic packaging, though that sparks brand and environmental headaches. Another lever: price hikes. But history shows even small jumps leave a bitter aftertaste with consumers. Beyond packaging, Coca-Cola is also lobbying Washington, urging tariff relief. The administration, however, argues these measures are essential for national security and local jobs. So Coke's strategy is more than survival. It's becoming a blueprint for how global companies adjust when policy shocks hit. For Fay ripple effects. Fay, the industry feels the squeeze. This isn't just Coke's battle. Craft breweries with smaller budgets are cornered. Either absorb rising can costs or pass them to beer drinkers. Food giants like Campbell's are also bracing for higher packaging bills. The Can Manufacturers Institute warns shoppers should expect grocery costs to climb. And here's the kicker: even a full restart of every U.S. smelter wouldn't quench demand. Protectionist policies are meant to safeguard industries, but often create ripple effects across the economy. Fay political crossroads. Fay allies push back. The White House insists tariffs are crucial for American strength, but trade partners like Canada and Mexico call them disruptive, while the EU hints at countermeasures. Back home, economists warn history could repeat. Previous steel tariffs boosted costs, but killed manufacturing jobs. With tariffs doubled, risks are even higher. For Coca-Cola and others caught in the middle, this means navigating a constantly shifting trade map. The road ahead, face shifting into the unknown. One thing's clear: tariffs are rewriting the rulebook for American industries. Coca-Cola's packaging pivot is just one example of how businesses need agility and creativity to survive. But this isn't just about Coke. It's about how all companies, from small breweries to food giants, and even consumers, adapt to a world where trade policy can change overnight. Fay, so what do you think?